One. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is episode 8, the Boìs podcast. We've got a very short list of people this week, and this is not intentional.
We got the three main
Leo and
hosts.
Logan. Yeah, we got the three main hosts. Joel's not here. He said he was going to be here, and he's not. So here we are.
Yeah, a lot of people decided to take this podcast off. I was going to take it off too. We had planned a certain podcast today, but it didn't go.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. So it's just us today. Yay!
Yay! Yeah.
So how you guys doing?
Literally, I popped in Discord and I was like, "Hey, who wants to be on podcast today? Because we're recording tonight." And Joel was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm down." And then Dead Boy was like, "Yeah, I'm not coming on this week. I got stuff to do." So that's great.
That's unfortunate.
And then Joel just didn't show. We've added him a couple times and he's just not here. So screw it. It's just me, Leo, and Logan. I'm sure Leo's gonna fall asleep halfway through this podcast. So
if he's
that's
not
cool.
already asleep,
If he's not already asleep, he sounds asleep. So
it's fine.
I don't know.
Sorry, it's cool.
Leo, you awake? I'm pretty sure he's actually asleep.
Nice.
I feel like this might end up being like only a 30-minute podcast episode.
Yeah, we might have to make it a
We
little
might just
shorter
have to-
because
We might have to.
might run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, honestly.
So
Oh,
what should I draw for the thumbnail?
What should you draw?
Like a turkey?
Let's see, what a turkey. You know, well, yeah. I mean, we are on Thanksgiving break now, so that's cool. Yeah, we can definitely draw a turkey.
I can draw a turkey. I gotta go find a turkey.
No, just draw a hand turkey. Just put your hand on the screen and draw around.
Fuck it. Oh, it's gonna be awkward. Alright, hold on.
I guess we can talk about next week's podcast a little bit, if everything goes to plan.
What's going on next week?
So basically, next week we're gonna have the Bang Gang on.
Ah.
Yeah, So it's gonna be our favorite boys. We're gonna have our number one viewer on, Alejos.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, Alejos Tejas. We're gonna have our boy Sune on, the leader of the Bang Gang and also known as tech support.
Tech support
We're
guy?
also gonna have Mr. Tate on.
That's gonna be interesting. He's been asking me a lot of questions in class.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, like he saw, you know, the Aggies jacket I've been wearing?
Yeah.
He saw that I had like cigarette holes in them. He was like, "You smoke?" I was like, "No, my parents do." He's like, "Tell me more."
That's
So-
Tate for you.
We were just sitting in economics, and I was telling them the story of how my parents smoke, and he's like, "Ah, it's very interesting." Like, "Hey, by the way, can I be on your podcast?"
Yeah, we'll hopefully have Tate on next week. I asked him yesterday. It's like, "Hey, Tate, you coming on the podcast this next week?" And he shook his head and said, "Yeah." So I guess that's all the confirmation I need. I think I got him on Discord, so we good.
Oh, real quick note. I have a more silent keyboard for podcasts now since
Oh, do you?
yeah, I went back
So it's not
and I
just
was
going
like,
off?
I was like, "Huh, this is really loud. I should fix this." So, yeah, I switched from my blue switch keyboard to my cherry switch keyboard, my cherry red switch, so it's way quieter. It's awesome. It works great.
That's cherry brown than mine. I don't remember. But yeah, that's cool. But wait, hold on. Aren't you supposed to have the loud keyboard? Because doesn't the loudest keyboard equal the most clout?
It does,
Isn't that how that
but not when it
works?
comes to podcasts.
Fair is fair.
I have my clout keyboard on my bed ready to set up as soon as this is done.
Your glowy clout keyboard, right?
Yeah, my white one because it's not RGB.
Dude, I've legit set mine back to I've gone without using rainbow since I got this keyboard. I've finally set it back because I figured out that rainbow really impresses normies. So
You get a normie in there and you're like, "Oh my god, that looks so cool. How did you do that?"
if I post it on Snap, some normies can be like, "Oh my god,
It's like
that is so cool."
It's like the default setting. They're like, "Oh my god, that's so cool."
It's not any of the magic that you can do with this keyboard. It's just Like, that's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I've got like this cool like abstract sort of art thing going on mine. Like you know how it's like the weird shapes that like I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But
Yeah, I got you. I
yeah,
know
the
what you're
weird
talking about.
shapes.
Yeah, the weird shapes.
But I guess they have like
Uh-oh.
these minimalist sort of things on Wallpaper Engine, and they look pretty cool. Like I think one's like slightly audio responsive, my top one, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. See, what was I? Yeah, Tate. So next week will be. See, I think they wanted me to call the next episode like the Black Friday special with the Bang Gang. So we'll see how that goes.
Is that what their official name is? Is the Bang Gang?
It's not. Well, it's like Sune and Tate's like thing, and
Ah.
there's like a couple of other people that they just sort of drink this energy drink called Bang.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
He was drinking that in
it's-
class, and he's like, I'm part of the Bang Gang.
Yeah.
He's like,
Apparently, it's like a thing where they go in every morning and they each have like a can of Bang and they post it on their Snap. It's really cool, honestly. But I was like, well, Sune offered me a drink yesterday. And I'm like, well, you know.
how about a diet?
Well, exactly.
Oh,
But yeah, no, that's weird.
That's
No,
kind
but you know, that whole diet thing is going well.
Oh, for real?
Apart from the jokes, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I've got like this thing because I'm on the. I found that there's a Reddit for this thing. It's called r/intermittent fasting.
Oh.
And apparently, like everybody in that Reddit uses an app called Zero, and this app like it's like basically a fasting timer. You set like how long you want to fast for, and they've got like preset like the default fast that people do. And right now, I have it set for like 24. So 20 is like the hours that I don't consume anything but water, and then 4 is like an eating window. But I normally just do 23 to 1, if I'm being completely honest. But I set the window for 20 to 4 just because.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty cool. It gives you also like how many people are fasting right now. Like it says that 392,000 people are
Jesus.
running a fast right now.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's yeah.
At least that's going good. Sorry, I
Yeah,
fucked up on
it's
my
going great.
picture and stuttered a little bit.
Yeah, apparently it shows that the most popular option is 16 to 8. So, I don't know. I guess I'm on the extreme side, of course, like always.
Like
But, yeah.
always.
It's fun, It's definitely annoying, but if you sleep for most of the day, it's great. So let's see. What else we have to talk about this week?
So what are you gonna do for Thanksgiving? Just like the regular sit down eat with your family thing, or?
Well, that would be the normal thing, but see, have I mentioned it on the podcast yet? That my kitchen's being redone?
I think you have. Oh yeah, I actually forgot about that. Yeah, your kitchen's getting redone.
Yeah. Well, just to for context, my kitchen, we I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we had to rip all the cabinets out. So, well, we have the cabinets in now, and we have I guess we're getting those done, but I think the cabinet or the actual countertops are supposed to be in like the day after Thanksgiving. So essentially, we're not going to be making Thanksgiving dinner here. So we have we're thinking we're probably just going to get dinner at like Cracker Barrel and get it where we eat at home. So or get to go. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's not normal, but it should be good because Cracker Barrel's top notch.
Top notch.
for
Yeah.
food there, so, but apparently they want to do like they want to make an actual Thanksgiving dinner like whenever the kitchen's fully done. So
That'd be
This
cool.
one.
Break in the kitchen with the Thanksgiving dinner.
yeah, just screw it up really well the first dinner we
Just
cook.
fuck up the countertop. Have to start all over again. God dang it! I
But
just got
that'll
this
actually-
redone.
God dang it, man! The turkey.
Why is a turkey a fat ass? Nah, that's cool.
God damn, I spilled my dressing all over the counters. But anyway, it'll be like my third Thanksgiving meal now because, well, Thursday, in my culinary arts class, they made like every group take like a certain Thanksgiving dinner or dish, and we all made like different items. Like I think my group made like stuffing, but I think other groups made like green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we basically got like a little taste of that, and then we'll have like the actual Thanksgiving. We'll have the makeup. So I had like 3 Thanksgivings. It's weird.
That's cool. So on a scale of like 1 to 10, how good was y'all stuffing?
It wasn't bad. We didn't make like cornbread dressing. We made it with like bread cubes that the teacher like cut up like 2 days before. But yeah, no, it didn't turn out too bad.
That's cool.
I was definitely skeptical because the instructions said like we needed like 1.5 cups of butter, and I was like, wait, that's 3 like blocks of butter. I was like, hold on, we need that much to saute this little bit of like onions and celery. But
Jesus Christ.
It worked.
Imagine like a little pinch of celery. It's like, oh yeah, 3 cups of it.
Yeah. It was like we did like 3/4 of an onion, or like 1 cup's onion, 1 cup's of celery for like 3 blocks of butter.
It's like basically just making soup.
Yeah. Normally, whenever you saute things, it's like, oh, you just put like a little bit of butter in there and get it going, get it melted, and then you toss everything in. But no, okay, that works too. And then we put like egg and chicken broth in it, and then mix it all up. And it turned out well considering we didn't actually coat the baking pan in like cooking spray. Like we put all the dressing into the baking sheet, and I was like, wait, hold on, did we spray the sheet at all? And everybody just looked around and they're like, uh-oh. Luckily, well, I didn't check, but I don't think it actually stuck to the pan, so I think we're clear. But that was a fun little thing.
Whoops, we forgot to do a thing. Guess I'll die.
Like, I'm pretty sure I can save this since I don't think any of my group will ever find this podcast, but they might not be the smartest folks, but I don't know, they can get stuff done. The good thing about cooking is cooking has a certain margin of error. So if you don't put something in at the right exact time, it's usually okay. It's not gonna change it too drastically.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was I gonna? I was gonna talk about something I forgot. It had to do with I don't remember.
Clicking?
No, that's me looking for a certain tool on Photoshop.
Just going tab by tab. Just is it here?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know where it is.
Dude, where is Leo? Such just gone.
Hey, buddy, how's that air conditioning doing?
Yo, he hear his air conditioning tabbing in every couple.
We're just talking to a ghost right now.
Yep. Hey, Casper. Buddy, you can do it. No. Legit only does it when it's inconvenient, but whatever. So, I think this is just going to be like a normal thing on the podcast every week about mentioning how brilliant Disney Plus is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because, like, bro, I love Disney. I think, let me see, I've watched 1 and 2. I watched Captain America: The First Avenger, and I've started Agent Carter, which is, I guess, like the follow-up to Captain America: The First Avenger. So it's a pretty good show. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't think any of the Marvel shows were gonna be very good, but this one's actually pretty good. I might have to watch like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something after this. But Corey in the House. Huh?
I have Corey in the House. I was gonna say I hear Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I hear, but I don't know. The only problem is I've heard Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. jumps around like a ton. Where you're supposed to watch it with a mindset that like, oh, these couple of episodes were set before like, the first Avengers or like
Before and after the war.
yeah. Or like, oh, episodes 6 through 7 were set right after Thor and Ragnarok, It's like, come on. But I don't know, it should be nice. But anyway, yeah, no, Cory in the House is set. Apparently it's not on there right now. But it's coming soon. Which is brilliant.
I'll get there.
Is that so? How's your mod going?
Can you say that again?
How's Modern Warfare going?
Actually, honestly, it's not that bad. You get occasionally upset with the little bits of corner camping and stuff that goes on, but honestly, it's not even that bad anymore. It's not as bad as it's not as bad as when it started, where everybody was doing it. There's only like 2 or 3 people doing it now.
Yeah.
So
I heard they like fixed quite a bit of stuff in the last update. And they've once again addressed footsteps.
They have actually. They fixed footsteps. Really.
Oh, that's Joel.
Oh, is he getting in?
He asked, "Did you start the episode?" I told him he can join in.
See, I told you he was gonna react if I said the N word.
God. What was I saying? Yeah. Today or today? It's just today. He's like, "Hey, you wanna play some Modern Warfare?" And I'm like, well, I guess we can. So I hopped on, and he had to update, and he had to uninstall a bunch of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll be back after dinner. Fun fact, 55. It'll be great.
That's not good. Uh-oh, stinky. Alright, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Start over?
Did you miss that entire conversation?
Yes.
Okay. I'll sum this up for you. Oh, wait, Joel. You should probably move into like a different room, because don't you have problems with lock channels?
Yes.
We'll deal with it when the issue gets here.
Yes.
But basically, to sum up what I just said, Modern Warfare, I can't handle playing it. I was gonna play Rust, but I don't know. So yeah, that was a conversation.
Oh, okay.
What did Joel miss?
Joel missed the fact that you're getting your kitchen redone, and that you're not gonna be able to eat Thanksgiving
Properly.
properly.
Wait.
Leo's asleep.
Leo is asleep. We started the podcast and we were like, "Oh, so are you ready?" And Leo's just like, and then he just fell asleep. Like as soon as we hit the record button.
Leo,
like,
wake your ass up.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way.
He's awake. He's alive.
Joel woke him up.
It takes a Philip Beanie to wake up one.
What happened?
You missed like 20 minutes of the podcast, Leo.
Was I asleep?
Yes, you are.
Wait. Can we just point out the fact that Leo's talking like a drunk person from a hangover? Like he just wakes up
Leo.
and he's like,
Leo, what did your grandparents do to you?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, me too, dude. Hold on.
Okay.
Move in here. Okay.
Alright, what channel is this?
Room 3.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. It was the calm before the storm.
So, Leo, did your grandparents bring tequila with them, or
No.
oh,
Wait,
you're just
Leo,
tired?
Yeah.
Dude, we need to get Leo.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't say that out loud. We're all still not the legal age of drink.
We still need to have the Drunk Tank podcast, or the Drunk / High Tank podcast,
Oh yeah.
where all of you idiots like go to. Jesus Christ,
Just
Leo.
go somewhere and just gets fucking ham.
Leo,
It's
do you
like,
need to go to sleep, dude?
I think so.
my God,
Alright.
Leo.
Go to sleep. Okay, Leo, go to sleep, and then maybe by like maybe by the time we're at 45 minutes on the podcast, you'll be snoring.
Or he'll. Wait.
Alright. I'll see if I can stay up.
Okay.
My
Alright.
God.
Cool. Coolio. Cool beans.
Coolio, Gangster's Paradise. Oh, there he goes.
There he is.
Yep, there he is. Content boys. Yeah, I know these are fake snores, so. Okay, maybe they're not.
Yeah, we no, we'll know when he's
Yeah, we'll know.
he is.
He'll be
yeah.
silent for like 15 minutes, and then he'll start.
Yeah,
I love tacos. I love tacos. I love tacos so much.
Oh my God.
Alright, yeah. Alright, so anyway,
Okay, so
What were we talking about?
Come here, taco. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna catch you, little taco ass.
You know how
What
some
the
people count
fuck?
sheeps in his sleep? Leo counts tacos.
just
Alright, yeah.
It's
Never
in
mind.
One
my
taco, two
belly.
taco, 3 taco, 4 taco.
1 taco, 2 taco, 3 taco, 4. I love beavers at my door.
Beaner Scouts.
is that like Boy
Alright.
Scouts but for beaners only?
No, it's
Yeah.
Boys in the
They
Hood,
just,
just a better version.
no, they just teach the kids at fucking Peter Camp to make burritos.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Dude, Taco Bell should host Beaner Camp.
Oh my God.
That'd be hilarious. But so we were talking about before Leo woke up and Joel got here. No,
I think you were talking about how you didn't like Modern Warfare.
I hate Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Topic over.
Alright. Fair enough.
Oh my God, you're a
Leo.
jet airplane. Stop. Oh my God. You know, I find it weird how I can't emulate.
Bless you.
Like, I'm pretty sure all of you here can emulate snoring. I can't.
Yeah. Leo,
I don't-
Logan
I-
probably. Logan probably snorts.
Well, no, if he snored while he slept, we'd know. Because he falls asleep routinely in Discord. Just by
Who,
accident.
me?
Yes, you.
No, I don't. I never fallen asleep in Discord.
No, the other day when you were installing Rust staging, you went and laid down with your dog and fell asleep.
Yeah, but I was laying in my bed. That's like 20 feet away from my... That's like really far away from my mic.
Yes, but I know how sensitive blue microphones are. Because I've walked across the room and y'all can still hear me.
Yeah, you got a point.
Just like,
Or maybe the Yeti's a lot less sensitive. I would.
I snore if I sleep a certain way, I'll snore really loud. Like
snore so loud. Bitch just fell down.
Dude, I legit know, like, if we all got a house, we'd probably be screaming at the top of our lungs from Leos, where, like, everyone's just snoring.
Leo, shut the fuck up! I'm gonna just come out of my door. I'm just gonna throw my fucking basket at him.
How long do you think it'd take for Leo to fall asleep on stream?
Not long. Honestly, not long. If he was streaming and he had a face cam on, he will pass out midstream.
Dude, you remember that stream of that dude who did 24 hours in Minecraft VR? It'd be like that. Where he just lays down in Minecraft. Dude, that video is dope. I should do that this week.
I spent 24 hours in Minecraft.
Oh, Leo's back up.
What the f-
I sounded like you got punched in the face.
Oh my god. No, Leo woke up. I honestly thought he just like.
There were so many fucking viscos everywhere, dude. She was
What are
scary.
you talking
What
about?
the fuck? Leo, are you high?
It's the most half-assed fork anybody could eat with.
I'm sorry?
Sorry,
Sporks.
you'll understand when I.
Okay. Dude, Leo, what are you talking about?
I'm sleeping
You go
in
to
the air
Starbucks?
mattress.
I think this is the most scuffed episode ever.
This is. We should just name this the scuffed one.
Scuffed.
This is all improv.
The scuffed
We don't know
waters.
what we're doing this week. Our plans have fallen apart completely.
Oh my god, it's like that one week. It's like that one day. We stopped. No, I don't think we stopped.
It's like
It's
episode 0, but worse.
oh,
Yeah, it has
So-
better audio, but it's just shitter in general.
Where's
Episode 0, at
I'm
least
on-
it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We were all tired beyond our minds. We just didn't.
It was just the three of us. It was just me, you,
It was
and
just
Logan.
me. I was like, you know what sounds like a really good fucking idea right now? Let's start a podcast.
Let's do a podcast.
I
And
was
here we are,
dying.
8 weeks later.
Yeah, I was dying. I was dying in laughter. I don't even know what I was laughing at. And then we start. I said, I have Ebola. And that's how it began.
You know, I was thinking
That's-
like episode 10 maybe like the trio reunites, but no. I guess we're doing it for episode 8. Well, we have Leo here, so I guess.
Where's Dead Boy?
Dead Boy said he's gonna be busy.
He's
So.
dead.
God damn it! Why is he jerking off now?
Shh.
He
Leo,
was
shut
not
up.
even-
Don't talk about.
Don't talk about Dead Boy, we'll summon him. Yeah, we definitely can't. If we
I
have,
was expecting him to join in. Like I have been summoned by niggas.
if we have the Bang Gang on next week, we can't have Dead Boy on again. Because I know for a fact that Sune hates Dead Boy already. He's just listened to the
Oh, for
podcast
real?
and he hates him. Oh yeah,
Oh no.
Really? Why?
because
then?
he's listened to the
Well,
podcast. He's
okay,
listened to like episodes
let's-
1 through.
Let's be honest. Who here besides me likes Deadboy? Probably.
Listen,
There's probably no hands raised right now.
I
for
don't.
the
I don't.
slight chance that
No,
Dead
no,
Boy
no,
will listen to this podcast, I'm gonna say I do.
Yeah, I sort of like him. Sort of don't.
You're like,
I
This is
don't
the
hate
kind
him.
of person to kill you in your sleep, so you're just like, yeah,
I
I
don't-
like him.
I don't dislike him. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, you say you don't dislike him. This is coming from him. This is him. Oh, fuck up, Peter. Oh, liberal. And whenever everywhere.
Yeah, but that's
oh,
like-
cry, Joel. Oh, cry. I don't even do anything to him.
His
This is
state
my
of
question.
being is toxic though.
When
like,
did Deadpool join the call?
Well, you know, the thing that I've figured out that I think Dead Boy has somehow managed to make us all toxic. Like, I don't remember being this toxic, and then, like, the perfect storm of playing, like, Counter-Strike, Rust, and, like, Modern Warfare has just completely turned me into the most
No,
toxic
no.
person
I
I've ever
think
been.
it's when. No, I've now realized it. It's when I joined the server, and then everyone found out that I was black and Mexican. That's when Dead Boy started to get even more toxic.
Well, it's weirder because, like, right, if I go and play with Dead Boy, if I go sit down and play Rust with Dead Boy for, like, 2 hours, he's fine. But, like, as soon as
yeah,
anybody else joins...
he's fine until you give him an audience.
Yeah, like, if Logan joins the chat, he just erupts.
Because me and him have been toxic for so long, it's unbelievable. We were
Mhm.
all right, here we go with the origin story of Dead Boy.
Mhm.
The origin story of Dead Boy.
The origin story.
Oh my god, dude.
We're gonna fucking like just start like everyone starts when he dies, speaking at his funeral.
So it happened back in '83.
No. So what had happened was
No,
Mhm.
So Logan,
and-
what's the origin story of Dead Boy? Please
Alright,
explain. to
so-
us what the...
here's what happened. I had met this guy, Dom. This was before I got a job, so I was streaming regularly. I was streaming CS:GO with no viewers like regularly and actually working on videos. I was playing with this guy named Dom, and he had his own Discord server. I love how I'm stuttering twice as much.
you're trying to make up for the fact that none of it's
I
true.
think I need some hydration. No, it's all true. This is a 100% true story. Sprite cranberry.
Dude,
You want
did I?
some cranberry?
I need
So
to tell you all about my plan. Unless I did that last week. I don't think I did.
I don't
You know,
think you did.
I'm gonna water my Sprite Cranberry.
So I was playing with Dom in CS, and we found Dead Boy in a random game.
Are you serious?
His name wasn't Dead Boy though. I forgot what it was,
It
but
was like Tank 144.
no, it was something retarded because it was like CS, and you could just change your name whenever. He had something retarded, and we were all on the same team. And Dom was like, "All right, everybody get in Discord," and he sent an invite into the game, and like everybody on the opposite team and our team joined the Discord, and Deadboy was over there just screaming at people, and I was like, "Oh my god, is this guy alright?" So like skip forward like a day or two. I routinely played with these guys like all the time, because you had Dom, Tay, and then Duck.
Tay's
which
on
is,
there?
no, it was just a random Tay.
Chocolate rain.
TK.
Take it. And then we got Dead Boy. And Dead Boy has been toxic since the very beginning. So we were playing a game, and he was like, "Dom, why do you fucking suck? Shut up, idiot." And he would like constantly just harass Dom. And Dom's like, "That's fucking it, you're getting banned." And he banned him. And I didn't hear from him for like 4 months. I heard nothing from him. And I get a random friend request from him. I'm like, "Alright, I got him." And he sent me a friend. I accepted his friend request. I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Hey, can you invite me back to the server?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I invited him back to the server.
So basically, Dead Boy was Nick for a good hot.
Not necessarily.
No, because he was banned. He didn't leave. All right, let me continue. All right, and he gets back to the server, and not even a day later, he's banned again. And then I was like, all right, well that's cool. And then I started playing with y'all more and more. So it was like another 4 months until I heard from him. And he was hitting me up. He's like, "Hey man, it's been a while. We should play some more games." I was like, "Yeah, man. Like, let me invite you to this Discord." And I invited him to this Discord, and thus the toxic being was spawned.
You know, I don't understand how Dead Boys remain in the server so long.
He's been banned from every server we've been in together.
Cause you want to, I mean, like, right?
Can you
so
can you really not blame the people for banning him though?
I can't. No, I can't. But
I can't blame them.
We've
But
been
I mean,
in,
you gotta think, right? I mean, like, if anyone else, except for like, I don't know, Logan or Leo, was the admin of the server, he would be banned in an instant.
Make me admin.
I just keep Dead Boy
I've been
around.
smoking it all.
He's always in game, so it's like, oh well, whatever.
yeah, he's always like, if you need somebody to play with, he's always there. He's always like, "Yeah, man, I'll play with you." Unless it's like a game he doesn't have.
Okay.
You want to smash?
Can we just stop real quick?
Leo, mid podcast.
Leo, what the fuck is with you and just these random ass noises you're making?
Yeah, can you
He's
stop
like moaning
sandblasting
and
your
making
mic?
breathing
No,
noises.
it's like you're moaning. Like, are you jacking off right now?
I'm like in the middle, like I'm in the
Mid-choke.
process of
Mid-choke.
very tired and sleep. I'm like in that gray area.
It's not.
Leo, go. Oh,
He's like, "I could pass out any minute right now."
That legit that time of like between like or just tired to sleep is like 1 millisecond. I won't even notice it.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever like
he like passes out in a matter of a second. Like a half a second, he'll be like, and then I went to the mall, and then like he'll stop to like take a breath, and he'll be out. He's like, and then I went to the mall.
are y'all ever just like, well, y'all probably don't. Do y'all just lay in bed for like 30 minutes and don't fall asleep and then just randomly just off?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
you don't think
Yeah.
about it, but it happens.
I have this issue where like I'll sit in bed for like 30 minutes, like, okay, sleep, great, cool, sleep now. And I'll just lay there, just kind of like, well, eventually I'll
You're
fall
like,
asleep.
you'd be sitting there, you're like, sleep. God damn it, I won't go to sleep. Guess I'll just sit up all night, and like
Guess I'll
mid sentence, it's like I guess
Just
I'll
sit here and then 2 hours, just like, well, out like a light.
just like Leo. I feel like Leo's the type that it's like it's getting dark out, maybe 7 at night, and he's just waiting at a bus stop. He's just waiting for his bus, and then all of a sudden Clocked out.
He sees that it gets dark, and he's like, time for bed.
He just clocks out at the fucking bus stop. Someone just comes up to him and is like, "Oh, this is a little person."
Dude. Dude, I really hate it when, like, you know how you're, like, really
Oh, I just farted.
Yeah.
like, you're really tired, you go lay down, and your brain's just like, well, I'm not doing it. Just not tired anymore.
No, literally, sometimes.
It's like not tired. You're like, I'm fucking killing you. Go to sleep.
Like,
Goddamn.
the instant you touch the covers, it's just like, yeah, I'm not tired anymore.
No, like, no joke. Sometimes, like, tired as hell. My body starts to run, and it gets a hugest blast of, and I swear to you, my body just like goes into fucking hyperdrive. It's like I'm running at 1,000 per hour of cocaine.
Yeah, I have like multiple stages. Like, there's like certain stretches that you can go to where it's like, you know, you get to the point to where it's like, oh, you're tired, and then it's like, oh, I should probably go to sleep, and then you just keep going, and it's like you're basically high.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically episode 0, where it's like, listen, I don't care. I'm too tired, and I'm not going to sleep.
I'm too tired to give a shit.
I'm too tired to go to sleep.
I'm too tired.
A funny story about being too tired and like being a heightened sensed being when you're too tired. I think it was either a couple days ago or it was a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember. That's probably how tired I was. I had woken up in the middle of the night at like, it was like I got home at 12, and then I woke up at 2, and then I could not go back to sleep. So I didn't go to sleep. I had gotten up for school, and I went and I sat in the mirror, and like, oh my god, like the things I thought about. It's like I was staring in the mirror. I was like, is this even real? Am I standing here right now looking at
Is this
this?
mirror even real?
What's the meaning of life?
I was trying to wake myself up. I was like splashing water on my face. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, I was thinking of like some really dark stuff. Like, I was driving to school. I was like, what happens when we die? Does it all just stop? Does it keep going? It's like, what happens when my parents die? I'm gonna be so sad. But I'm not sad right now. Why is that?
Logan's thinking all this stuff, and Nathan's across the room just sees him bawling his eyes out.
Actually, me and Logan have no classes together this year.
Yeah, which is weird.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Wait, shh.
Yeah, he's out. I remember the last thing I remember from this was like sitting in first period, and like we had gotten a worksheet, and I think I have like dyslexia or something, cause like if I see like a jumble of words, like if they're too close, okay, that scared the piss out of me. If they're like too close together, I won't be able to read them at all. But it was like these were math questions that were spread out like 10 feet apart, and I could not read them. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fail.
Logan, that's not dyslexia. You're just blind.
That's not no, I mean they like jumble up. Like I can still understand like
I'm pretty sure that's dyslexia. Or dyslexia is where like you see a word but its letters are mixed up.
yeah, I'm not sure, but I have a horrible problem with it. And it was like since I was so tired, I thought finishing this one paper, I was like, this is gonna give me 100 in this class. I have to do this. So I was sitting there and I was looking and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail the whole 6 weeks. I can't do this. I almost started crying. I'm not even lying. Like that's how tired I was.
I think as of recently, like I've noticed it more. I think I might be developing like some sort of like speech impediment almost, because I legit jumble my words so often, it's almost funny.
Oh my god, dude, I do it all.
I will just randomly, like, I wonder, I'm starting to think if it's, like, something in my mind where my mind's firing so fast that, like, it's just, like, scramming words together to try and throw them out.
Yeah, like, your brain is just trying to get, like, so many things out. Like, your mouth is just, like, it's not going the same pace as your brain is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's some sort of like intelligence issue where it's like I'll make a sentence in my mind and then I'll start looking through it for different words to use, like more intelligent words, I guess. But by the time I get to that like word where it's like, oh, there's a better word to use. It's like, oh, this is just like. So
no, you've just been hanging around retarded.
I've been hanging out with my AP friends.
You're sitting there, you're like, I can't believe I got into this situation. You're like, I can't believe I got into this predicament. So it comes up precipitation.
Yeah.
I've done that.
I can't believe I got into my situation.
Yeah. I do that sometimes where like, I'll sit there, I was like, what's a better word for this? What'll make me sound smart? And then it'll just come out retarded and be like, oh god, I guess I gotta kill myself now.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm getting annoyed by it.
It's probably worse. It's probably worse for you though, because you probably have like a wider vocabulary than I do.
Yeah, I guess it's that thing. Oh, I posted an announcement that I'm doing the Boìs episode on Snapchat. Of course, Oscar's going to be mentioning.
Why?
Oh yeah, Oscar is Oscar joining in or
no?
No, dude. Every second period, Oscar's like, dude, how's the podcast?
You have Oscar's second period?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god.
We have engineering together.
So that's why oh my god. So that's why he thinks every third period about the podcast, because he goes in, I guess he goes in and babbles off to you about the podcast, and he comes in and babbles off to me about it. So quick question, what does TFTI stand for?
TFTI?
Yeah.
No,
that's what he said. Let's find out.
If you don't know it, Google it.
Oh, he said thanks for the invite.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Thanks for the invite, boy.
I'm
pretty sure I've told him when we do the podcast. I'm like, dude, we do it. I don't know.
I've never heard someone say TFTI.
I haven't either.
I should probably tweet
Most people
something.
just say thanks for the invite. I don't know.
Or just.
But no, back to that. Or Logan, didn't you say? Weren't we walking one morning and you were saying you had like a weird dream?
What was it? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. So the day before, I had posted that link for like the battery powered or like the electric powered Mustang that they're making.
Oh yeah, the Mach-E.
Yeah. I
beautiful
posted that,
specimen.
and like my dream was that we went to one of these car conventions, and it had it there.
I'm starting to remember what this was now.
It had it there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I saw, I don't remember what the reason was, but I was like, fuck everybody here, I'm stealing one of these cars. And I stole one of the cars, and I drove out of the building, and then all these cops were chasing me. And I drove the car off a bridge, and it started flying. And then and then the dream ends. I remember waking up and being like, what the fuck?
Oh, by the way,
it was so real. It was so real. I cannot explain how real this felt.
like one of those vivid dreams.
Yeah, I like woke up and my heart was racing. My brow was sweating. I was like, Jesus Christ. I could have fucking died.
Dude, we should go to the Houston Auto Show next Feb.
Yeah, we should go do something.
So
Houston Auto Show? Actually, that sounds sick.
I went, 2 years ago? I think, yeah, it was 2 years ago before I got my Challenger. It's really fun, actually. They show a lot of cool stuff there.
Really?
They got like an entire section dedicated to like, weird modded cars. It's like a very tiny SEMA, where it's just kind of like a long row, like across the convention center. It's just like a bunch of modded out like classic cars, sort of.
We just went through Kyle Jenner's pants right now.
What?
Nice. So I think
Kyle?
if we go, I should bring my dad with me, or see if he can come with me.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Cause it's been a while since he's done anything out of work or like anything with me in general. So I think if we take him, cause he loves cars. So if we take him to the auto show, you two can like nerd out, and I can sit there and look at cool cars.
Yeah, they have like everything there, and I'm guarantee you they're plugging out the Supra there this year. Or
What day
next
does
year.
it fall on though? Is the real question.
No clue. All I know is they usually have it in February. But I think it's multiple days. I could be wrong though. But yeah, no. I think like Porsche shows up. Lamborghini shows up very, very conservatively.
Man, I've had so many dreams. I remember a dream that I had. I ended up I was going to a Halloween party. And it was to my friend's house that I've been to for a party. And my mom took me, but for some reason I was asleep. And then I woke up and we were there, but I was completely. And I go to the door, I knock. My friend's mom opened, and she says, "Well, come in." Thank you. But the thing is, I don't realize that I'm naked until I go look at myself in the bathroom. Like, I don't realize that I'm naked until I go take a piss. And then I look down, I'm like, wait, where's my pants? So I go look in the mirror, and I'm like, where the fuck are my clothes? So I run out holding my dick, and then my friend and her sister just looks at me with so much disgust. I'm like, I'm freaking the fuck out. I run out. Like, I remember it so much. Like, I run out. I go down into a full sprint down the fucking hill, and there was just this dirt bike in like the middle of the street, just nonchalant. And I go to start it. I go to start it up, and it wouldn't fucking start. And then I kept pulling the fucking thing, and then it finally started. And then cocking balls just on the seat, and I just bust down the street. And then I go home, and then I go knock on the door, and then I look down, and I'm wearing clothes. And then I wake up with fucking sweat beating down my face, and I'm breathing so fucking hard, like I was scared out of my mind. Like, and then I wake up, and I think I think someone came to check on me outside a friend's house. I wake up, and a friend of mine came to check up, and he was like, "Dude, are you alright?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just had a weird dream." He was like, "What did you dream about?" I'm like, "I was dreaming I was naked." Like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm scared.
You want to hear like the two dreams that I'll never forget about? These are like, one of them is really funny, and then one of them is just kind of like I remember part of it, but I only remember what happens after.
Oh my god, I remember I had a dream about Hitler.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna start with like the one I only remember part of. So I was having this like elaborate dream of like running down this bridge that went forever, basically, was the gist. And as I continued down this bridge, it would it would progressively break down. Yeah, my English is not good. It would progressively like break down, but since there was no like,
so like Temple Run.
Yeah, sorta. But like the pieces, they would float like we were in space or something. So it would still be there, and you could still walk on top of it. But it would continually just break down. And then at the end of the dream, I remember being pushed off and just like floating sideways, screaming. And then I woke up and I was still screaming. My parents came in and they were like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I almost fucking died."
What the fuck?
Alright,
You know,
and then
I'm
Yeah,
kind of
you got
sad that I never have one of those moments, you know, where it's like you get a dream so like vivid that like it's you wake up physically still thinking you're in the dream. I don't even recognize that I have dreams anymore.
yeah,
like,
you'll
I don't
wake
even
up
think
and you'll
I'm
be like,
having
"I can't remember it."
Well, I don't
Or
think I'm
like-
having them anymore. Like I just don't. I think I just sleep and wake up randomly in the morning.
Like, that was a nice thing.
That was a nice couple of hours that I just missed out on.
Alright.
Now happened in that Hitler. So I remember I wake up, but I was like, I fall asleep, but then I wake up, and then I'm
yes,
like,
that is how sleeping works.
no. But
Yes,
no, like,
this is sleep.
you know how you dream sometimes, like you fall asleep, but then you wake up, but like, oh, you're waking like somewhere, don't know where you are. It was basically that, but I was in a room, and Hitler was across the table.
It's just Hitler.
And he had 2 guards behind him, and there was 2 people.
Are you getting interrogated by Hitler?
Would you like a freshly baked
like
cookie?
You know how in Wolfenstein, like, guards look and how they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how they were dressed.
Oh.
And then there was just like 2 revolvers behind, and all of a sudden, huge fucking, like, almost as big as a sumo wrestler just comes in fully decked out and then walks towards me, puts a tray down, and then puts down 2 jars of weed, papers, and a pipe.
Only Joel would have this dream.
We're gonna smoke the fuck out of this.
Just smoking with Hitler. Can that be a sitcom, please?
Oh my god. And then I remember I pass out while I'm in the dream, and then I wake up and I'm just rolling, and I'm like rolling a joint, and then I look to the side and I already see that I rolled like 10 joints already, and I don't remember.
A pile of joints beside you?
Yeah. And the thing is, I look in front of me, and Hitler's not across the table. He's in the chair next to me. And then he starts talking to me, and I say, and I remember I go, what? And he just starts talking again in just random German.
You don't understand a word of it. You're like, yeah, fuck them Jews.
He for some reason knows German, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah, you ever
Or he's just sitting there saying 999.
You ever hear something and you understand it, but you don't know how?
Yeah. And then
Well,
like
you
one
know,
of those
that's
situations.
Well, yeah, it's that whole thing where it's like, oh, I don't know that language, but that sounds like a curse word.
It sounds like a play.
yeah. Yeah, and he was just talking over like so much, and I remember I tell him to shut up, and then one of the guards and one of the people behind go and they put a knife to, and then they whisper in my ear, they're like, "Don't do that shit ever again." And then I was like, "What?" And I just go back to rolling the joint. And then the thing is, I look over and there's 10 more already rolled, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did these come from?"
You're like Rumpelstiltskin, except you don't weave like golden blankets. You just make golden bloods. I can turn this wheat into a blunt.
The thing is that I look over to Hitler, and then he just starts to speak English, and he was like, and the thing is, he doesn't have a voice that fits him.
He doesn't have like an accent.
You know how like
he has
no. He's speaking like perfect fluid English. And you know how like when people
he's just like, oh.
He sounds like one of those guys
like,
that's name is like David. He's like, howdy, how's it going?
Yeah.
Sounds like
he
Nolan
like,
North.
No, he sounded like.
Dude, I can imagine like, well, no, like think, isn't the actor for Richtofen Nolan North?
I think so.
He's like got a Richtofen accent, and he immediately switches like Dempsey. It's like, oh, my Jews, hello.
And you're like, what the fuck? That came out of him. And like, you know how you see someone, and like doesn't matter it doesn't matter if like they're like built or like fat or skinny, but then you hear them talking, you're like, huh?
Yeah, it just doesn't match.
Yeah, and you're like, huh? That I don't expect that voice of that person. That was basically it. But Hitler, he had a deep ass voice. But when he was speaking in German, when he was speaking German, he had the tone of voice that fits him. But when he regularly talked, he didn't.
You sound like Tyrone.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Sup, little baby? You want this blunt?
He sounded like Debo from Debo and Tyrone combined, and that was coming out of Hitler. And he says to me, he's like, "So, are you gonna like that?" I'm like,
"Yo, pass the weed."
So,
I don't.
The moral of the story is,
Hitler's
Hitler
not that
is
bad.
German Requise.
Yes. I think that's basically the moral.
Dude, they need to have like how they have comedians in getting coffee. You know that? Where it's
Yeah.
like Jerry Seinfeld. They need to have it where it's just like smoking Hitler and
Just someone just dressed up as Hitler. Just
or
fucking-
just replace it to where it's like comedians with Hitler in cars getting weed.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hot Ones. Today we have Hitler. So I hear you're really good
Hitler's
with
like,
spicy
"Hitler's
stuff, Hitler.
Oh,
Wait, this
man.
show's called Hot Ones, but we're not burning Jews.
That's
Oh
fun.
What?
my God.
What? Where the fuck am I?
It's thanks to Rexing time.
Yeah, that one's pretty
So-
spicy, Hitler. Be careful.
Just takes one bite of it. Oh, that's fine.
9 times.
Just like, oh,
Get
Hitler,
the
is that one
juice. Get the
Too,
juice.
is that one too hot?
It's just too hot. It's too hot.
Get the juice.
Where is milk? Where milk?
Get the juice. What?
Get
What,
the
Hitler? What
juice.
do you want? Get the juice.
He says, get. You think he say gas the juice, but he's saying get the juice.
So back to this thing about the auto show. Apparently they have like the aftermarket expo, which is literally just like showcasing like a bunch of like built cars. Seems pretty cool. I think they had a very small version of that whenever. Anyway, back to Hitler.
Nah, I think we're doing
Yeah,
Hitler.
Done with Hitler.
Hitler. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hitler.
Alright,
Guy.
so do we want to
I
end
already
this?
know.
Do we want to end this early, or do we want to just do the
I
full
think
thing?
we could keep going on. We're on a roll.
Yeah.
Dude,
Unless
we
we're
got
completely out of
like
stuff to talk about.
we got like 30 minutes left. Well, I was gonna talk about like
Actually, yeah, no, I want to.
Yeah, I already know.
Oh, by
that.
the way, just quick note. You asked whenever the auto show is. It got moved back. It's going to be January 2nd through the 26th, which is Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday through Sunday. Huh. I don't think
I
it
already
like
know.
Sunday off or something.
I already
Well,
know
not
the title
Thursday?
of this episode.
Well, my dad, I can ask my dad, see if he can get Thursday off.
That'd be fun if we all went to the auto show with you. It'd be like the Gus Johnson video.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about my other dream before we ended it. So my other dream, which I remember very vividly, because it ended in such a dumb fucking way, was I had watched like several scary movies the night before. I was really young. I was like 7, I think. I watched several scary movies with my mother, mostly Saw. So like,
Oh.
I'm very vivid. Like, oh my god, I'm getting cut in half. What the fuck? So it was like
God dang it, not again.
it was like several weeks of that, and then I had one where it was like I was being chased through the house by the pig mask guy, or no, not the pig mask guy, but the little doll thing, and it had a knife, and it
Oh,
had cornered.
Chucky?
No, from Saw. The little doll, the doll on the tricycle.
God.
It had cornered me in the laundry room, and I was like, oh my fucking god, what am I gonna do? And it pulled off his head, and it was fucking Scooby Doo. It was like the dog. It was no dead ass, and then it stabbed me. It stabbed me in the knee. All right, I remember this dream because I woke up and it felt like someone had actually stabbed me in the knee. Like it hurt so fucking
Oh
bad.
my God.
Stabbed by
So- okay,
Scooby Doo.
Logan, so basically, Logan, in that dream, you were basically experiencing an acid trip. you were experiencing.
Dude, I woke up and I was freaking. I was like, oh my god, Scooby Doo Saw.
Theory, dude, get MatPat in here.
Get Matt Pat in here.
This time, a game theory.
I remember
Why does MatPat sound like he's been smoking for?
because yeah, this is alternate future Gary. I'm at Jerry. I'm at
Jerry.
Matt Pat. I don't know why I thought his name was fucking Greg or something. What I was gonna say is like it started off
Well, he
like
does
it
have
didn't
two
feel
very
like
basic names though.
yeah
He has like Matthew and Patrick. They're both very basic.
generic white
Patrick,
names.
come- Yes.
All right.
This house is gonna be the trio plus one.
Plus one, yeah. You guys want to see my art?
Oh, great.
All right, here.
I think I mentioned in the first podcast that I think Left 4 Dead screwed me up quite a few times.
Yeah, we were talking.
All right, so here's the first one. This is the one I drew in 5 minutes.
Oh. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad for tracing my hand on the screen. And then here's
Yeah.
the second one.
Like how you're reusing the eyeball there.
Oh,
I like this one better.
no, that looks like that looks like Walmart staff behind you.
Dude, you notice how Joker isn't holding a fucking knife? They're just glued to the back of his hand.
He's getting ready for Thanksgiving, dude.
Harley, get the stuffing.
We live in a society full of baked potato.
So, one thing I wanted to talk about before we close here, we still have like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know, we might still end early.
I mean,
So, have y'all simulations? How do y'all feel about the whole simulation thing? The whole theory about simulations.
Huh.
Can you go a little deeper?
Well, like, you know how some people say, like, oh, dude, we're living in a simulation, like, all amazing, like, none of this is real, it's all computer generated, you know?
Yeah, but why?
I don't know.
I
They
feel
seem to
like
believe there's glitches in the Matrix.
That's what doesn't make sense. It's like, because in the Matrix, the whole story of the Matrix still doesn't make sense to me. It's like they're using the humans as batteries. It's like, how?
Yeah, no,
that doesn't make sense.
Listen, I'm confused on the whole, like, okay, we live in a computer thing. That's the whole reasoning behind it. None of it makes sense.
It's like, wait a second. If we're living in a computer, why are we dying? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, none of the stuff really makes sense at all. But I'm starting to, like, I don't know. In a way, I'm contemplating more. I don't know if it's just like a directory, like, into a Matrix thing, but maybe it's, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I've been contemplating more. Stuff doesn't seem as, like, impactful.
Like, do you think there's actually people out there that thinks that we live in a computer simulation?
Well, there's people that believe that we live on a flat Earth. So yes.
Yeah.
No, like,
that's
like
fucking
think
retarded.
about it. Like, is there, like, think about it. Like, do you really think there's people out there that's like?
No, there is genuinely a community out there that seems to believe that we live in a computer.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if we live in a computer, why are all the people that died respawned yet?
I mean, if we live in a computer, then why would we care about dying? Like, if dying was just like, oh fuck, I died, I guess I have to start over. Then why would it make sense?
The thing that I can figure out, well, I can see a clear, like, connection between a computer simulation and the concept of, like, a heaven-like area. I could see a connection there. But,
you die, go to heaven, you see Kevin Spacey.
Just like, I'm finna touch you. No. No, but I mean, I see the whole, like, thing with it, but I don't know. Stuff just, it seems more off now. I don't know why it feels that way, but things seem off.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just like a thing. Things just don't feel right, but I don't know.
Something's not right.
And it's mainly also because, like, a lot of people now are like, thinking of different things. We live on a flat Earth, computers and shit. And there's also people who's like, well, like, what's the, like, purpose of everything? Why were we put on this Earth for no reason if we're all just gonna die in the end? It's like, you're like, where do people have, like, when do people have the time?
That's what I've been saying. It's like, how in the holy mother of Christ did some idiot manage to figure out, like, just sit there for long enough and write the Bible?
They just be tripping, bro. They just be tripping, and it's like, you know what?
Why did the what is it, the Buddha? Is that who it is? Or why did that idiot go sit under a tree for a couple hours, then figure out how to write a book? Like, why? It just doesn't make sense to me. It seems like a giant waste of time. I don't know. I'm one of those people that see religion as just a way that, like, I don't know, keeps people straight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
that's also a thing. Like people like why does like that's like another thing. It's like why like what's the purpose of having if like people don't follow that religion?
Well, okay. I'm on two sides because, you know, I can see anytime someone's talking about religion, my BS meter spikes. It's like, you mean to tell me that some guy in the sky gave me a keyboard? That just doesn't make sense to me. Now, it was all the years of evolution that led us to make, you know, stuff like this that made me a keyboard. Some idiot from the sky didn't spawn me a keyboard in a factory somewhere. It just doesn't make sense. The only question we haven't solved yet, mainly, is like the very early stages of the universe or anything. And still, we have theories.
It's
I don't
pretty
know.
dumb.
It's
I don't
definitely
know.
a weird thing.
Talking about religion kind of gets me pissed off sometimes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, same here.
Because, like, it doesn't... Like, some things during my childhood, like, kind of like add up to that, but then again, like, if you think about it more, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why is this there? And then, like, if you ask anybody about it, they're like, because it is. Like, they don't give, like, a straight answer at all.
I think that's just the whole basis of religion. You don't have... It's just based around not questioning anything. It's theory-based. It's like, oh, well, basically, like, 20,000 years ago, there was a guy. That guy died, and then another kid came down from the sky, and then that was a guy. And basically, he gave us all the stuff in the world. And yeah.
And now you're you.
Yeah, and now you're you. It's like, okay, so why? Tell me why we have, you know, stuff that dates back way back. We've been able to tell that the dinosaurs were here and they got killed. Why can we trace evolution back, you know, years and years? You know, the original story where it's like there's two humans and there's a bunch of other stuff.
There's two humans and they fucked.
You expect me to believe that humanity managed to grow two people? Is that what you really expect me to believe?
Like, if that happened, then aren't we all really...
That's what I'm saying. You know, you gotta believe a lot of hot garbage to tell me that two people managed to start an entire race of people. There are so many variables in the universe that there's it's not mathematically possible for just two people to start an entire human race to last this long.
Yeah, and the fact is it's not one race though. It's multiple different races that managed to like succumb to live.
Yeah. But if you watch the entire history of the world, that video, it's perfect. It describes probably a human or an evolutionary journey of Earth perfectly. You know, it's like, oh, you get a rock, and there's a bunch of other rocks, and they all smash into each other, then they make a rock, and then all the water that goes away, and then you get like, you know, stuff in the ocean, and eventually you get like life, and then that life just accelerates, you know, exponentially at a certain point. That makes sense. Telling me that somebody in the sky came down and gave us instant life is kind of stupid.
Yeah, he's Superman.
I don't know. It's possible that it's right, but it's not likely.
Yeah, like there was like so many times when I was in social studies, and I was just looking at the textbooks, and I was just look at the pictures and stuff like of history of stuff that has happened. I'm like, well, I'll just start to think like, is this even real? Like I'll start to think like, I feel like this shit's made up.
Yeah.
And they're just throwing just random bullshit out of their ass.
At a certain point, that is how it works. You've got to like, there's really gonna be no like official record that far back. Like you got to think we only started keeping records fairly recently, and like official like actual written records. The farthest we've gotten is like cave drawings, and those are basic and can be misinterpreted pretty easily because people think that UFOs are in cave drawings.
Yeah, like you just put a fucking toddler in front of a damn whiteboard, and let them draw.
Yeah. But I don't know. The whole
No.
religion thing's a little odd.
Yeah, coming up, I grew up in a Christian household, but the thing
Yeah,
is,
I have to.
like we were Christian, but the thing is, we weren't like hard on Christians. It's like, oh, you have to wait to do this, that.
Yeah.
It was like we were half-assed Christian.
Well, I
And
know
then,
it's
like-
an odd thing that, I mean, it's a very weird sort of demographic with like religious people, because you've got like the top of the line, like rich people, rich white people that follow religion really closely, and middle class mostly. And there's, of course you got your outliers, but then you've also got like, what can I call it? Underprivileged African American communities that also followed really heavily. And it's
Yeah,
a
but
weird.
there's only some African American like communities out there that follow it heavily, and there's some that follows it but just doesn't do choir.
Yeah.
Well, not
I mean,
like
most of
choir.
pop culture is like, you see like, your urban black community where it's like, oh, they're, they have a heavy church presence and they got the choir and, the preacher up there,
Yeah,
That's kinda
that's
how-
because it's like, yeah, and that's because from past that like came up as a child, that
Mhm.
from being taught like heavily about Christianity and like other religion and stuff. And
Well, I
how-
think the whole Christianity thing is more like Santa Claus.
yeah,
You need it until you don't need it.
yeah,
You need Santa Claus to teach your kid like, hey, don't be bad, don't do this, and we'll get you stuff at the end of the year. Santa Claus will come and bring you stuff at the year. I think Christianity is sort of that same way, where it's like, hey,
you don't see, you don't see,
be good, or God's gonna get you.
You don't fucking
like,
rape
yeah.
anybody, you little monster, and
Yeah,
maybe you'll
you're
get into
not-
heaven.
Yeah,
That's what I don't understand. It's like,
and like it's like Christmas. It's like the Christmas, like, oh, Christmas day of when Jesus was born. It's like, okay, you see a fucking big dude, red suit, white beard, like at a mall, and like kids are sitting on his lap by asking for presents. You don't see a fucking man in a goddamn robe with a fucking brunette beard just sitting in the middle of a goddamn mall waiting for kids to sit on his lap and be like, do you want to go to heaven or hell?
yeah. I
call
don't
me
understand.
Jesus.
I'm trying to figure out the correlation between Jesus Christ's birthday and a fat white guy that climbs down your chimney.
Doesn't make sense.
There's probably some backstory, some hidden lore.
Saying as if Jesus went down the right road.
Jesus went down the...
If
Dude, I
Jesus didn't,
swear to
if
God.
Jesus didn't die for our sins, he'd be Santa Claus.
Religion is literally just lore. Like, don't at me.
So what's the story behind this land? We had a guy named Jesus get stabbed in his ass a couple
You
times.
just see Matt you just see Matt back coming to stand at a podium and just starts to break everything down.
Dude,
That's
Matt
like-
Pat should be the ambassador for.
God.
Is
If
this-
He
Matt
should.
Pat was if Matt Pat was the fucking ambassador to like figure shit out, realize how fucked this shit
No,
would be.
you know who needs to be the ambassador of Earth? The guy who made the history of the world video. That needs to be the ambassador.
Oh my god. That's
He's just describing the Earth like, what's
make rocks, break them. They
the
make
sun
them.
is a deadly laser.
Oh yeah.
And then everyone's gonna start thinking they're on fuck crack all the time.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Earth is just naturally hot.
Just different planets be looking at Earth is like, damn, bitch is high.
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably stray away from religion for now, because that'll pull in
Yeah, it's a
someone
touchy
angry.
subject. It'll
It's touchy because I know some people.
spark. Yeah, those. We will get hazed
Oh
at school for all days. Like, you don't believe in Jesus? That's it.
I
Yeah,
didn't realize some of the people at your school watches. Oh shit.
we're in Texas.
Okay.
That's it. I want you to carry this plus sign across the school. We didn't have enough wood to make it across.
No. Instead of
Jesus
fucking-
didn't give us enough wood, so here's a plus.
Here's the
No,
plus sign.
Instead of fucking kick me signs put on your backs, it's just a fucking, it's just a goddamn cry symbol.
I'm just gonna make merch that says "Be with Jesus." And it's gonna have a plus sign.
Dude, we should be like the new Kanye West. Dude, you gotta know Kanye West whole like Jesus thing. It's gotta be something. Something's up with that.
Everyone's gonna start to think Kanye's Jesus.
You're gonna tell me Kanye West has managed to become Black Jesus within. Yeah, okay.
First we have a show, now he's actually.
Kanye West came and performed at like the biggest church in Houston.
Really?
Yeah. This man,
Happened.
he needs to run for president.
No, he doesn't.
Like, if he does, he's gonna win for sure.
My history teacher told me that Kanye West. I agree with her.
Logan, think about this. Do you realize what's gonna happen to the U.S. when Kanye's gonna?
It's gonna be like Santro 4.
It's gonna be fucking lit.
Yo, there's gonna be Yeezys here. There's gonna be there.
Do you suppose that Kanye West could
If I
unite the right and
become
the left?
president, everybody will have a pair of Yeezys. The middle
No,
class
no,
will
this
be the
man's
lower
completely-
class, and the lower class will be the middle class. The higher class will stay the same.
I have questions.
Taxes will be taxes.
I have concerns.
No. If Kanye became president, he's gonna remodel the White House into his shoe.
We'll have concerts at the border every year.
It's the white
Oh
Yeezy.
my god! I can just imagine that.
The United
People trying
States
to
will
cross-
become one giant mosh pit as I play at the border of Mexico.
I remember whenever I remember back in 2016, whenever Trump was running and Kanye was like, I'm president for 2020. I was like, yeah, that seems like a pretty funny. Now that idea scares me. Because like the American public will vote for Kanye.
The thing is, I was watching the award show that Kanye announced that in 2020 he'd be running president.
He's at
And
the.
for over the years since that award show that I watched like a couple years ago, I kept thinking over and over again. Sometimes like, what if he does run and actually like? And I was like, I remember I was talking to a friend with this. I was like, you ever realize that if Kanye was to run, like that we're all fucked? It's like, huh?
There's a 50-50 chance that Kanye West could win president. And that's the frightening part.
The thing is, what is he going to win? Like, what states is he going to win?
He's gonna win both states, cause like, I don't know.
He's gonna win both states? Logan,
both
there's 50 states.
Shh. He's gonna win both states of matter.
You mean both parties?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, both parties. Just imagine him at the presidential debate. He's like, "Is this thing on?" I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. He just has a concert.
His inauguration will just be a concert.
Yeah, it'll just be a concert. He'll do a speech.
I
He'll be
mean-
like, "All right, who's ready to turn the fuck up?"
I can see Kanye West just like.
Lil Pump comes from the curtains behind him with the fucking like, dressed up as Roblox.
Dude, Lil Pump's gonna be his vice president.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, and Lil Pump as his VP.
Little Pump as vice president. It's like, all right, my vice president will now give a speech.
You're
You know what I could see?
If you're going 60 miles an hour, how long will it take you to get 60 miles? 60, nigga.
Dude, I could see his inauguration. You're just sitting there and Power Hour starts playing. Like you just see like an AC-130 fly over and Kanye jumps out and parachutes down onto the stage.
Could you
Meanwhile,
imagine?
Power Hour's blasting.
Could you imagine the
No,
face of Trump while he gives fucking Kanye West a handshake? He's gonna be so upset. He's gonna be like,
God.
"What the fuck happened?"
Well, no.
No. Okay, no. What I feel like what's gonna happen when Kanye's elected. You know how in Central 4, when he become president, you just like jump off the fucking rocket, and it just somehow ended up landing in the fucking
Oh yeah.
in the office. That's what Kanye's gonna do. There's gonna be a fucking rocket behind this damn stadium. He's just gonna fly up there, break the shit.
Aerosmith's
Jump
gonna be
down.
playing.
Yeah, Aerosmith's gonna be playing. He's just gonna jump off and land in the fucking White House.
No, he's
Dude.
gonna have fucking stronger, harder, better, faster playing in the background because he's just that kind of person.
When he
Daft
just
Punk's
lands,
gonna be playing.
He's gonna fucking land in the Oval Office. He's gonna be wearing some like weird ass fucking outfit. He's like, yeah, I did that shit.
nah, this man's
Dude.
gonna be in a Gucci robe and Gucci slides.
Quick question: how many pairs of Yeezys do you think Trump owns?
Trump probably owns like a good couple pairs
Probably
of Yeezys.
Couple pairs of Yeezys.
Yeah, like
Dude, I bet you Barron gets free.
Two or
I
three.
bet you Trump's kid gets like free pairs of Yeezys.
Trump's like, it's a presidential demand that we need Yeezys in this country. Get the Yeezys on his feet. Do it now.
Did Trump actually convince them to bring Yeezy production to the U.S.?
I think so.
Huh.
It's like we
Trump
need
made
we need
What is that?
American-made Yeezys right on American soil. Get these factories erect right now. We need these Yeezys.
Dude, speaking of like,
China's
Look at my good
China's fucking us with
African
these
American over there.
Yeezys right now. China is the biggest production of Yeezys we got. We need American-made Yeezys.
dude, you want to know the thing that I find hilarious? You know how China, you know, the 2016 election, like China's bad, China's bad.
China is
And everyone's like,
bad.
no, China's not bad. China's not bad. They're fine. And now everybody on Reddit today is like, dude, screw Hong Kong.
Free
like, well-
Hong Kong. Free Hong Kong.
Like the bell the wall.
Like they all hate China now. And it's like, wait, didn't Trump say that like a couple years ago?
You know how Trump would free Hong Kong? He'd build a wall around it.
Kowloon.
In order to
Um,
keep this country safe, we're gonna build a wall. Keep it nice and free. If
I
you want to
still
go in
find
and
it
out, you have to
funny
like
that,
climb the wall, but you're still free.
I still find it funny that Alex Jones, when he went on the Joe Rogan podcast, he mentioned about organ harvesters, and a story came out like a couple days ago or like a week ago that said that China was apparently taking prisoners and harvesting their organs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Does that? Yes, listeners, that does mean that Alex Jones possibly was right again.
Yeah, that means the frogs are gay.
Yes. Actually, didn't they find that the frogs actually were becoming gay? I'm pretty sure they actually found that that was a scientific thing that was happening.
That's scary.
You'd be amazed. Alex Jones is a crazy man, but there's a lot of times where he's actually right. Like, you'd think he's crazy for telling you that, like, let's see, what was one of the instances? The, like, genetically enhanced children, they were doing it in China.
What the fuck?
Or was it, I don't know if it was China, it was one of the Asian countries. They did, like, genetic modifications to eliminate AIDS. And the kids
Probably
accidentally became, smart.
Yeah, it's probably Vietnam. Like, do you see how fucked Vietnam is, though?
Welcome to the U.S. invasion.
Like, fuck. So honestly, like, I really wouldn't expect, like, for any kind of Asian country, especially Vietnam, that.
Huh? We just
Yeah.
hit 23 minutes.
Wait, what?
Let me see, where was this call?
You realize that if Kanye gets elected, you know what Trump's gonna move to Korea and like sleep on a bunk bed with.
No, Trump will probably be fine. Oh yeah, here's what it was. It was CRISPR, that thing.
Look at my good African in the White House.
Yes, because contrary to popular belief, Trump doesn't hate black.
Quote unquote.
Well, he does. So, okay, so yeah, no, it was called CRISPR. After this podcast, look it up. It was basically like a thing. Leo's making noises.
I think Leo's waking up. I guess
Yeah, no,
not.
it's-
Yeah, he's not waking.
That like it's a 3 hour long podcast, but that Joe Rogan podcast that Alex, that's a really good podcast to listen to. They go into like a lot of stuff. Joe Rogan just has a naturally good podcast.
Yeah.
Like it's probably one of my big inspirations. I hate that I'm saying Joe Rogan is an inspiration, but here we are.
Here we are. I remember I saw something one day on Twitter. It was someone posted. It was like it's almost been a decade, boys. It was like such a good decade. And I was like, wow, it almost has been a decade of just like good and decent over the year.
That's what I've been seeing. Like, as we're closing the 2010s, everybody's like, yeah, you know, all the memes were so great this decade. You know, they were. And people have been saying that we began the decade with Keanu Reeves and we ended it with. We had, like, the surprise Keanu face in the beginning, and now we have in the stage, the tumbleweed burning.
Yep.
But, you know, I guess Keanu Reeves is just so meme.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Keanu. What are we gonna do?
Keanu's Keanu, so... But, I don't know. 2020 ending's pretty cool. The 2010s were such a weird decade. Like, I guess the first, like, quarter of it was great, and it's just been downhill ever since, so...
Yep. Gay marriage became legal.
Yeah, that was such a downside, right, guys? JK.
Yeah, honestly, more power to the people that got gay marriage legal.
Yeah, more power to the gays. Good job, guys. You guys are doing great.
Said sarcastically.
I'm not.
Sarcastically.
No, what do you mean? I'm not being sarcastic. The gays are great. But let's.
You know, this is why it's good that that Boìs not here for when we just said that.
Oh yeah. You know, I think that one thing that I've noticed is I identify my year by what Call of Duty came out that year. It's like, yeah, 2010 was pretty cool. Black Ops 1 came out. Modern Warfare 3 came out in 2011. That was a pretty good year.
Yeah, then 2012 came around. Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2. Mm-hmm.
Then 2013.
Then Ghosts. I just realized that COD's downfall coincides with my life.
It all started with Ghost.
It all started with Ghosts. It's like that the Squidward thing where it's like it all started when I was born. It all started when COD Ghost came out.
Yeah, I mean, BO3 was up there.
BO3 was decent, yeah.
It was up
COD
there.
was out. Oh yeah, Infinite Warfare, the one I didn't play.
And then, yeah, I played. Oh my god, I remember I played the Infinite Warfare beta, and I remember I was using that fucking plasma LMG, and I remember I had a pink camo for it, and I was on that you know, the space terminal map.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't have any teammate. I remember this so clearly. I had no teammate, and the other team was a full squad, and I fucking stomped them all. I remember I fucking pump stomped like I was at the esports. And the thing is, I was just doing it on instinct. Like I wasn't like trying. It was just on instinct.
When a full squad sucks. It's like if you got into a lobby with like, I don't know, Leo, Logan, and Bryce. Oh, more Leo and Bryce.
Stop.
Dude, oh my fucking god. Speaking of Modern Warfare.
Uh-oh. We're back.
Dude, okay, so I have this kid in my first period. He's like, I'm so good at Call of Duties, I bet I could beat anybody in this room. I was like, oh yeah, I bet you fucking could, you little faggot. His name's Jason. You probably don't know him. He's like, I think he's a freshman. He's like, I could beat everybody in this room. It's like, I got a 1.2 KD.
What's your first period's Cal or pre-Cal?
Did I say first? I'm at what period is it? Not first. It's A period. I think it's fifth.
Oh.
He's a freshman, yeah. He's retarded. I think he's he's either freshman or sophomore. He's so retarded. And then I watched him play, and he got absolutely destroyed. I was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Get out of my face." It's like, oh my god, it makes me mad when you talk so much shit and then you just get slapped.
Yeah.
Like, I have so many people that are like, I bet I could beat you at Call of Duty, and then we play, and then it's like, wow, you fucking suck. Why did you even think you could come close to anything I could do?
That's like I've had so many people. It's like, or I've had like Leo and Oscar both, where it's like, yeah, I'm good, and then they hop into a lobby with me, and it's like, dude, you can't go positive to save your life.
Leo gloating about himself.
Little sleepy boy himself gloating and boating.
Yeah, it annoys me whenever people say they're good. They just
Alright, anyway, that's the podcast, guys. Just ended on like that. Just like, yeah, fuck these kids. Anyway, that's a good podcast.
Fuck you, dumb cunts.
I don't know. I mean, I legit, like, you know, I grew up on these streets, okay? The streets raised me. Okay? I've been playing Call of Duty since 2008 when I was like 5 or 6 years old, okay? Don't even at me.
Fuck was
Is that Jareth?
No.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is that?
But,
We don't talk about it.
so Bryce sucks.
He's alright.
Oh.
He has his moments. He just needs more practice.
And he does. Well, he never plays pubs, so it doesn't matter.
Dude, I
He
don't
sits there playing gunfight all day.
Yeah, you got a point.
If he
I mean,
played
gunfight's
pubs,
pretty
maybe
fun though. Yeah, if you played more pubs, you'd probably get more experience. But like gunfight, he does pretty good.
I think it's been a hot minute that I've like played Call of Duty consistently and was like good in pub stomp. Like I went on to Black Ops 2 like maybe a couple weeks ago just to like brush up because I'm rusty as fuck. Like Logan, like you remember when we played Ghost, I will fucking stomp.
Yeah. You had your moments where you'd stomp, and then you'd get stomped, and then you'd be pissed off, and then stomp the guys that stomped you.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but whenever I got
We're
pissed,
literally
I
running around with knives. You guys are fucking trash.
Yeah, no, I was so pissed off at that, and then I fucking pub stomped you all.
Dude, we really need to get. Joel, you really need to get a copy of this game.
Yeah,
I might play if we had like a full squad run of pubs, but
yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and it's what I'm trying to do because
Make our own esports team.
the Sea Boys.
Dude, I've been watching COD esports, and oh my god, dude. Fucking Huntsman just slap. Like, Huntsman has like the old Optic members from way back when like Optic won like 3 championships in a row. They have like their old like top players, and oh my god, they absolutely destroy. It's so cool watching Scump fucking slap some kids.
Yeah, I probably couldn't even play pro. Like, I'd launch a controller across the stage.
Dude, I want to get to the point where I could play pro. I just gotta practice really hard.
I could probably, I don't know,
You
if
could
they added
probably do
league
it, maybe.
play.
Yeah, they need to add
League play,
ranked. Just spam, just fucking spam Call of Duty. It's like, where is ranked? Where is ranked?
We've been screaming at them since the game came out. Take skill-based matchmaking out of normal match, throw it in a league play, and call it a mode.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all you gotta do. They won't listen. They had it in World War II. I think me and Nick played it like once, but you know, Nick's not that good. So
Yeah.
what
They had league
I don't
play.
know,
I'd be
I'd
playing
say-
that game
let's see.
nonstop.
yeah. We'll see, because me and Logan are relatively matched on skill. I'm like a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah, you're better.
But
No,
Joel, we haven't seen, or I haven't seen you yet. At least in
Yeah,
this game.
you're probably a little rusty. It might take him like a week or two.
Leo's gonna need like a year or two.
Leo's gonna need like a whole lifetime to get good at this game.
Bryce is gonna need like
Bryce gonna need a
lot
couple
of
more
pubs.
months.
Bryce gonna need months of pubs. That's
Yeah.
what he's gonna need.
Honestly, like to me, when it comes to gaming, like especially if I'm going to play like a random game or another call, and I'm like relatively new to it, I like adapt to the game so quick. Like there's so many times, like the first time I played Uncharted, I adapted to.
Well, I think it's just because of years of experience. Like if you're definitely gonna be like naturally game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even with Modern Warfare, I wasn't that good, but I was naturally better than a lot of people in my lobby. At least for a couple weeks. Or a couple days. But
It's still that way. There's still like, I don't think people have like properly adjusted to it except for like the pro players. So everybody's still like super trash.
Well, yeah, that's probably part of the reason why everybody's sitting in corners. This game is so different that people are still trying to adapt.
They're still
to this
trying
game
to
in some
adjust
way.
to it. Yeah.
And some people are just afraid to adapt, so they're sitting in corners with M4 725s or running out with MP5s or stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But, well, part of it's just because nothing's really viable. You cannot make it running around with a, like an LMG, unless you get really lucky. One of the things that I've found is Leo is the luckiest goddamn player I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
Leo would accidentally win a pro game.
I could see that happening. He's definitely one of those
the
people.
Only times Leo ever is able to kill me in like a 1v1 is if he gets lucky. If he just accidentally tosses a grenade over, if I'm stuck in a flashbang for like 20 minutes, he'll get a kill on me. But like if it's in a 1v1 gunfight with no BS, he always loses.
I think it was when me and Leo we were just playing duos on Fortnite. I think I remember he got so fucking lucky because I died and he was just the only one, and I think he managed to clutch a fucking out of his ass, and it was so lucky. It was so fucking lucky because I think God, I remember it. He had mostly gray. I think he had what did he have? Oh, he had a gray tag, a blue AR. What else did he have? He had a pistol for some reason. And I think he had a sniper rifle. And then something else that was great. And he got so fucking lucky with the tag. Because he's so shit at building. He's so shit at building. I hate to say it, but he managed to headshot.
Well, he's playing on controller, but you are too.
I mean, I play on controller too, but I'm above average. Or I'm above decent comes to. Like,
I've figured out the only game I'm good at on a controller, keyboard and mouse is like Call of
Duty.
Call of Duty, that's it. If I play COD on keyboard and mouse, I'm complete trash. But if I play it on console, I demolish. It's really weird.
The thing is, if I was to switch over to mouse and keyboard, it will take me time to adjust, but it won't take a long time to adjust.
Mm-hmm. One thing I figured out is I definitely had such a jump in skill from Advanced Warfare to Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Like before Advanced Warfare, I was relatively I guess average or trash. But Black Ops 3, I guess maybe the amount of time that I dumped into that game, I got really good compared to how I was.
Yeah.
Like I was I think it was all that time with the jump mechanics and just learning how to utilize COD mechanics and playing hardcore, learning how to snap aim really good. But yeah, I think that was definitely my peak. But I figured out also that recently, I played Need for Speed Heat one day, and then I transitioned to COD because I think these guys got on, and I noticed I was definitely moving a lot faster. I think it might just be a thing that Need for Speed Heat has such a high tempo, and I guess the reflexes transition. So I guess there's a clear link between that.
Yeah.
Or something. It might be something to look into.
I don't even think me and Logan has before. Logan, have me and you 1v1 on COD before?
I don't think
I
so.
think we have.
No, I don't think we have.
Dude, me and
Yeah.
Logan should 1v1 on stream again.
We did.
I don't think we've 1v1 on stream, but we've definitely won. I think we 1v1 whenever he.
Hey, we went
And we
when we
were-
first got the game, and it was like the spawns are still broken. We were spawning like right beside each other.
Yeah, we were playing gun. We played the mistake of playing gunfight. So,
Oh,
but I don't know. We did that 4x1 the other day, and let's just say Logan got tilted.
Oh, that was fucking stupid, dude. It was so dumb.
Because Logan was I had the MP7
It's
and
'cause you were complaining about everything. He's like, yeah, you'd have to use that to kill me. And then I killed you with the MP5. You're like, yeah, MP5 is bad. And then I was
Nah.
like, all right, fine, then let me use a fucking sniper. And then you're like, oh, it's a one-shot weapon. You're bad.
So then I swapped to a pistol that had a overpowered one shot, and you're like, man, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, because I killed you with it, and then I was like, oh my god. Because you would complain about it. You're like, oh, one shot, huh? One shot. It was funny. Hey, looking back, it was really funny.
But no, there was Bryce and Leo, which Bryce is, or basically those two were just.
It was
villains.
literally, it was pretty much just a 1v1.
He's yeah.
And then
It was a
occasionally they'd
1v1
come
on foot.
behind me and kill me. Or like both of us.
Leo was setting his class for like half of a match. So he's just
oh
like
yeah,
a free kill
oh
if you found
yeah,
him.
yeah. I
But
was like, all right, guys, I'm here now.
I was using like decked out MP7 and like a 357 revolver with just snake shot on it.
Oh
Because
my
that thing
God,
is
snake shot
completely busted.
It's still broken.
It's a one-shot kill from a pistol in core. Like that doesn't, except for like the Deagle, which I still believe the Deagle should be a one-shot. But whenever you got your shotguns and Car 98Ks that powerful, well, it should be a one-shot kill with the Deagle. But besides the point. Yeah, no, I was like going full try hard that day, and I was making them so tilted. It was fun.
Yeah. You know what? I'm at this point where I'm like, fuck it. I'm not gonna try to get a bundle
gonna get
for
the game?
PS4 and with Modern Warfare on it. I'm just gonna buy it. God damn.
Nothing wrong with playing on Xbox.
Yeah, there isn't. Like, I was playing World War II on Xbox and I was stomping.
Yeah, that's where I
God.
played World War II.
God, what the fuck happened to me? I got so rusty. I feel like a dad just like playing a game after so many years.
I just hate that, like, I went from playing Black Ops 3 and World War 2 and Black Ops 4, where I'd go into any lobby, instantly drop like 32 to 50 kills, and then like hop off because I got bored of pub stomping. And then I get on this game and it's like, dude, I can barely get like 30 kills.
Yeah. And then you'll like see you'll see videos of people playing. It's like they're fucking stomping. It's just like,
Yeah, you watch a
Wow.
video like Shroud and he's doing as well as I would in Black Ops 4.
Also because fucking Shroud's a god, let's be honest.
dude,
But
his
it's really annoying. The mechanics of this game make it play. I get that they
thing
want
is-
to take the series in a different direction, but I think the game's been out long enough that I can definitely criticize how awful some of the mechanics play in this game.
I feel like if I was just to hop on Modern Warfare, I feel like it would have took me time to like, not even like a long, maybe like probably a couple, just to adjust to the way the game.
Yeah.
As I
I've-
remember, I was doing that with I think I was doing that with World War II, as I was switching back and forth with playing Siege. Oh my god, I remember I used to be so good at Siege, and then I became shit because I stopped.
Yeah, no, I've given up the Damascus hunt. Like, I gave it up like the first day after I realized, wait, the M4 is going to be completely broken, and there's definitely going to be overpowered combos in this game. There's no point in using anything else unless you're going straight for Damascus.
The thing with me is that I don't like. It doesn't matter to me like if a certain gun got nerfed, like the 725, or like in the M4. Like to me, it doesn't matter if they got nerfed. I'm still gonna use.
Well, the
Like,
issue
you-
is in this game, there's always something else. The game is not balanced at all. If they've nerfed something else, there's still 5 other guns left that they didn't even touch that are still completely busted. The MP5 seems like it one-shots you. Every time. I don't know if you noticed it, Logan. I noticed
it's
it
pretty
constantly,
ridiculous.
in lobbies that I get in with, if there's a guy using the MP5, I guarantee I'm getting killed by that guy at least half the time. It's the only gun that like one-shots you in this game.
Yeah.
The M4 was completely busted. It had no recoil. They finally, quote-unquote, fixed it. And it doesn't help that half the other guns in the game are just completely useless. The AK has way too much recoil. You shouldn't even feel like leveling it up. It's somewhat decent if you can actually get the thing stable. The MP7 is really good. It's still not as good as the MP5. I don't know, the game has so many just bad things to it. I don't feel like playing it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I forgot what state nerfed. I think they nerfed the PPS Sage, the ST, and I was.
Oh god, I remember how broken the PPS Sage used to be.
Dude, no. This is the same class setup that I would extended mag, airborne, then rapid fire.
I remember how everybody said the PPSH got that gun never changed for me.
Yeah, no.
Like, it was still a gun that I would use very regularly and go off. I think the gun they definitely should have nerfed at some point was the Type 100. That gun is a complete dumpster fire. If you get in the hands of someone like me, I can go off with that gun.
Oh my god, no. Like, I would go the fuck off with the PPSH. In my head, when I would use the PPSH, I would think that I was using the MSMC Black Ops 2. And Logan knows this, that I would say this whenever we played Black Ops 2. I was like, if I was to die by someone using the MSMC, I'm like, oh, nope, you're not allowed to kill me with the MSMC. Only I'm allowed to kill you. And then I will instantly just start stomping after that.
See, I never used the MSMC. I used the AN94 a lot. That was the gun.
The AN94 was so good. Oh my god. Like, if you wanted a pub song, that was like the gun you'd go to. Yeah.
No, like, oh my god.
I think my dad used to run a full auto, the M8A1. That's what he used to use. That thing was garbage.
Are you talking about the M8? Huh, I mean, it was alright.
I mean, I would use the M8 because oh my god. I just now realized I had so many game groups. Like, I've played with so many people that I can't keep count. Like, I remember this group. It was I played with on Black Ops 2. This person named Search for People, Baby Girl, and I think that's at that time was when I met New Redhead, Chasen, and then we would just squad up. And I remember we were all just pub stomp in Search with nothing but the M8. Like, I would run foregrip, reflex, FMJ, and then extended mag on the M8, and then secondary I'll use the B23 with the extended mag and FMJ, and I will just stomp.
See, I never really had a group when I was playing COD, because, like, well, back in the day, it was usually just, like, me and and Nick was, never really that good, necessarily.
I mean, yeah, like, I had groups that I would play with, but it's just, I would mostly just play by myself because I concentrate more. I focus up way more when I'm just pubbing by myself than playing.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I think I just never was really good until Black Ops 3. Like, I was never, like, the type of player to, like, top the scoreboard, necessarily. I'd be, like, one of the casuals I'd normally have in mind. But I think now much, like, more, I top the scoreboard, like, a lot more often. In nearly every game that I play, I'm top the scoreboard.
Did I tell you guys about how I got banned on Black Ops 2?
What happened?
Wait, what? Wait, I think you told me about this one.
I got banned on Black Ops 2. this is when I would stay up. This was during a summer where I'd stay up till 12, which is like a big deal because I was like 12, 13. I would stay up till like 12 at night playing Call of Duty, playing Search and Destroy.
Wait, hold on.
that.
You were 12 or 13 staying up until midnight?
Yeah.
Dude, those are normie hours.
Yeah, I know. It was a big deal for me because my parents are like super strict about this stuff. I was staying up till like 12, and this is around the time when modded controllers were being more popular.
Oh my god, bro, I remember that.
So I would constantly, not to brag or anything, but I had a pretty good trigger feed. So much so that I would constantly just run the foul and the 5.7. I think it was a 5.7, right?
Dude, I remember the 5.7 used to be just a laser if you had a good chip.
Oh my god, I
That
made
thing was just...
I made so many people mad, and I think it got to the point where they started cracking down on like modded controller use. So a lot of people got banned, and I mistakenly got banned because people thought I had a modded controller. They reported me so much, so I had to try and get it because it was a lifetime ban. I was like, oh my god, this can't happen. So I had to email. I forgot who it fucking was. I had to get it. I forgot what I did. I forgot what I did to get it appealed, but I got it appealed and I got my profile back, and I was like, I was freaking out because I remember I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? My dad's already spent like $50 on gold for a year.
Dude, Gmail TrollArc? I heard they were usually pretty helpful.
Shut the fuck up.
Who doesn't get that reference? You didn't have a childhood.
Oh my god. I was like, no, how could this happen? And I remember it was like, I forgot what the reason was. It was like a really dumb reason. It was like exploit / game tampering. I was like, that's no good. So I had to call. I think I called somebody, and I told them the circumstance. And they were actually like super nice about it too. So they're like, yeah, man, we can get this fixed. Just give us like a couple days, and then we eventually got it fixed. And I was back on. And then the day of me getting back on, I ran into a clan. And they were, oh my god, this is probably like the most toxic people I've ever played with. They lost one round, and oh my god, they weren't good, let's just put it that way, because they tried cheese tactics, like the Modern Warfare tactics where it's just like claymores and C4s and riot shields.
Yeah.
And I absolutely destroyed them. This was back when I was playing Search, by the way, so it's like if you die, you don't respawn until the next round. And I remember I had lost 4-3, so it was like really close. If I had won one more round, it would have been good. Half my team left, and they're like, you guys are bad. I was like, I can probably take your whole team on if I'm being honest. And then the next game, it was, what was it? It was like 4-2. Like, we had... It was really sad, and then I got banned for like 2 days again. It's like exploits and cheating. I was like, that's fucking gay. Why do I keep getting banned for this?
It's kind of a sad thing, and I think this will be the last thing we talk about with the podcast since we're at an hour and 52 minutes.
Yeah, we're at the 2-hour mark.
You know, the weird thing is, right, is Modern Warfare has made it so awful as like just being like a classic COD player, because classic COD, you get into a lobby, you trash talk.
It's literally all run and gun though. Like most CODs, it's run and gun, and then this one's like really solidified.
That's what COD's supposed to be. COD is supposed to be a run and gun game. You get into a match, you trash talk the entire match, you trash talk through the lobby, and then you get to the next match and you show them up again, or for the next time, Yeah. And it's these little rivalries that you don't get in this game because it separates your lobbies, and you're not gonna form rivalry.
Oh my god,
Plus, this game has got so strict skill-based matchmaking that you're never getting in lobbies like that, where it's like, oh, you got a team that's just gonna absolutely demolish you. You got such like even matches that it's not fun. It's just locked.
Actually, it's not. You have a small chance of getting into the same lobby because me and Bryce, when we were playing Gunfight, we got into the same lobby with the same people 4 times. So that was pretty cool. But I wish they would just like keep the lobby.
They
Like,
need
that's
to.
another thing that they
It
need to
makes
keep, is
no
keep the lobby.
sense whatsoever to just change lobbies like that.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, that should be it.
Should be,
We're at an hour and 54 minutes. We
yeah,
said we were gonna end early, and
we
here
were
we
gonna
are.
cut it early. This is probably like one of the longest ones we ever.
This is the long. Well, other than episode 0, this is the one we
Yes.
have. But
Yeah, I forgot how long was episode 0.
It's like
2
an hour
hours?
40. Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours 10
Oh.
minutes.
Get 2 hours.
yeah, it was a long podcast.
That's a
Anyway,
long podcast.
yeah. So that was episode 8. I can assure you that most of it was a lot of boring jarbled. But if anybody listened through to the end, congratulations, you have.
It was a cool like night for us. It was like originally it was only 3, but now it's 4. It's
Yeah.
a good like talk. Leo's asleep.
Yeah.
Classic
3.5.
Leo move.
And it's also 12:50 at night, so I was planning on maintaining a sleep schedule this break.
Nah,
but
you don't need that.
are we,
Get it
are we
outta
gonna
here.
go play some? Are we gonna go play some COD?
Yeah, actually,
Oh.
if you,
Alright.
I mean,
Yep. Okay, that's the end of the episode, children. See you next
Alright,
week.
yeah, you guys-
Hopefully next week we'll have
I
we'll
to
have the Bang Gang on next week and Black
Yeah.
Friday special. So.
I have to do it. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Well,